What's going on, guys? ShadowNinja here, and today I want to talk about a weapon that drives me crazy in every way, the Veiled Threat Auto Rifle. This 720 RPM craftable stasis weapon makes me have to say so much on the topic of stasis primaries and PvE right now, but also there is a fond love for this weapon in a way, especially with the God Roll I'll be showcasing you guys, that really gets it going. But also you'll see, we'll talk about it, it's still underpowered, and hopefully Bungie does some more to improve stasis altogether, but we'll see how things go. But before we jump into any of that, just want to mention, if you guys enjoy the content and want more from me, please consider hitting that subscribe button and bell to be notified for when I do drop more content. But back on the topic, this Echo's Arsenal weapon, it has given me the desire to talk about the Stasis Primary issue, and that's the fact that it's just not very good. This has the capabilities of being a weapon you should love in the PvE sandbox, and that is because 720 auto rifles are truly incredible. So why does the Veiled Threat fall short? And that's because Stasis just has no juice to it, and the Veiled Threat highlights that in an incredible way. And what I mean juice is, Strand has unraveling rounds, Solar has incandescent, Arc has volt shot, Void has repulsor brace or destabilizing rounds, and Stasis at the moment just really has headstone. And even then, I'll say some stuff on headstone later, but even then it's just like, that's it. So what else do we need to do? And I don't know. There's not enough damage oomph to them compared to other ones, even like a kinetic damage type. I would take kinetic damage type over stasis damage type 9 times out of 10, only unless I am using a stasis specific subclass, verbiage, whatever it may be. It is really on the bottom tier of my desire to use. And maybe a change Bungie could do, and this may sound crazy, I'll be honest, it does sound crazy, but also I don't care at this point, let's give it a go, is if primaries had something similar to Chill Clip, but it can slow down a group of targets like an AoE. Like imagine what incandescent does when it's scorch explosions and spreading across, but this perk does it to an area and they slow them down. In this certain cases, this could provide an overload benefit for Nightfalls and Grandmasters, which could be great, but I don't know. Stasis, the damage type, really has a lot to be desired, and it holds back what should be an incredible and automatic recommendation type of weapon for this episode, and just something to get, craft, and grind for. But unless you are an enthusiast, I'm not really going to recommend it. And also, if you guys want some synergy with Stasis subclass or the verbiage with Prismatic, this can be very effective, and you'll be seeing that in the God Roll. We'll talk a little bit about it, but yeah, I would compare this to other 720 autos, but at the moment, with Stasis being not worth it like that, it's not going to happen with this video. So instead, let's jump in and talk about all the perks for this weapon. Now here on screen is all the perks, and we'll be reading this from right to left, labeling it so you guys can follow. Now all the way to the right, we have the origin trait, Radiolarian Transposer. Rapid final blows cause targets to explode into a pool of Radiolarian fluid. This is a great origin trait, and for a weapon like this, very noticeable, very useful, and it does do the job. Now with the next column over to that, in column 4, we have Gunshot Straight, Moving Target, Collective Action, Surrounded, Encore, Desperate Measures, Headstone, and over in column 3, we have Strategist, Loose Change, Shoot a Pain, Shoot to Loot, Attrition Orbs, Fragile Focus, and Threat Detector. For magazines, guys, we got the usual Accurized Rounds, Appended Mag, Tactical Mag, Extended Mag, Steady Rounds, Alloy Magazine, and Flared Magwell. And then when it comes to barrels, guys, my personal preference is always Arrowhead Break for this type of archetype. If you guys want a little bit more range, something like Corkscrew Rifling or Extended Barrel, cool. But whatever stats you want in a barrel, I recommend you pick. Nothing too crazy, not a barrel hawk on you guys. Now with that out the way, let's jump in and talk about the one God Roll I recommend. Now it's also very important, I've been kind of forgetting this, that these weapons, or at least these craftable weapons from the Echo's Arsenal, can have enhanced perks since it's craftable. While you're not going to see it enhanced in this image, it is an option and certainly a recommendation you choose when you get the ability to. But the God Roll, like you're seeing here on screen, is Arrowhead Break, Tactical Mag, Loose Change, and Collective Action. Now, if we talk about Loose Change real quick, the main reason for this is applying an elemental debuff basically grants you 50 reload speed for 4.5 seconds. This is really incredible for a weapon that does struggle to pack a punch, needing a lot more shots down range, and having the best optimal reload speed in PvE in general is always great, but for this weapon is specifically needed because it allows you to get the most out of it. Now with Collective Action, this is way better than a headstone. We will talk about this very shortly, but collecting a stasis shard in this case, since it's a stasis weapon, grants 20% increased damage for 7 seconds, and you can extend this duration with another pickup of a stasis shard, and the max time in total will be 11 seconds. So collective action is much better than headstone in this case, and honestly, I would rather have a damage increase to our weapon than the headstone crystal, because it might be a hot take, headstone is a very overrated perk that heavily depends on what faction you are facing. Plus, in this case of stasis, creating crystals is comically easy, especially for the Titan stasis build I'm pairing with Hoarfrost Z exotic and things like that. Collective action is a very underrated perk, and for stasis, honestly, it's my preferred perk over headstone, especially in the case of veiled threats. But overall, just a friendly reminder that this weapon does leave a lot to be desired, but collective action, like I said before, makes it work if played right. Hopefully more buffs for stasis primaries come sooner rather than later, but if you like your 720s, give this God Roll a spin, or if you like some stasis synergy with your verbiage prismatic stuff, give this one a spin as well. But pretty much that's all I gotta say on the Veiled Threat Auto Rifle. Leave your thoughts down below on this weapon. How are you feeling about it? What changes would you want to the Stasis Primary? Or maybe you think Stasis Primaries are in a perfect place. I don't share that opinion, but I'm definitely curious to see if you guys think that. But if you guys enjoyed, drop this video a like, helps out the video a ton. Again, comment down below. If you guys want more content from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell to be notified when I do drop more content. But again, that's all I gotta say. Hope you guys have a good one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.